Hello, everyone, and welcome to Xbox International. So, we are now boarding flight 22. But before I start introducing everyone, chat, how are you doing today? I hope you are all doing great. It's going to be one crazy wild plane ride. So, now let's get ready for introductions. So before that, hold on, let me get ready. Real quick. Yeah. Hey, this episode is sponsored by Versace.
Stop. We're not being
Oh
sponsored,
Oh
anyone. We're
man.
not being sponsored. Not yet.
Man.
Not yet.
Not
Hopefully
yet.
one day.
Hopefully one day. I hope though, because I was gonna say something pretty cool, but yeah. So now, let us start with our cool introductions. Here we go. So now, it's time to introduce the man that loves movies and TV shows more than Cisco and Ebert. The man who, with roller skates, has jumped 10 helicopters and broken Evil Knievel's record. Loves retro gaming. Better Halo player than Sour Blow. Well, anyone is actually a better Halo player than Sour Blow, which is true though. My Halo brother, Mr. Retro Nerd. How are you doing today? Also, what have you been playing?
I'm all good today. Thanks, Lou. It's been a pretty crazy day, to be honest. I've literally just been working all day and then just playing some Red Dead Redemption 2. So, yeah, just getting back into that game again, just doing a second run through, really.
Really?
But, yeah, not too bad a day today.
Really? Oh, that's cool. That's pretty cool, man.
The original or the remake?
No, it's the original. So it's Red Dead Redemption 2. Yeah.
So you're really making honors to your name.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's it.
Yep.
Well, I saw it. To be honest, I saw it calling, and I just get to see it on the storefront, and I was just like, right, got to get it. So, yeah, shelled out, and yeah, so just run through. So, yeah, just losing myself in the world, really.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice. That's cool, man. That's fantastic. So now, it's time to introduce the man who paid to get his license since he can't drive, and we know who that is. Also known for his kid having more skills than him in Halo Infinite. The man who is even scared of Casper the Friendly Ghost since he can't play horror games. Our sour grunt, Mr. Sour Blow. How are you doing today, sir? And what have you been playing?
I've been doing great. Hello, everyone in the chat. Hi, Retro. Nice to have you here. It's it's really cool to have someone that loves retro games. I actually started with the Super Nintendo, so you probably go even before me, so that's kind of cool. And I've been playing a little bit of Tunic lately. That's what I've been playing. I haven't been having much time, unfortunately. And this week, I know it's gonna be a very, very busy week. Lots of things coming. Super excited. This morning, I apologize for anyone. I was a little bit. I had to take something out of my chest, but I was able to do it with a little video. But I'm good now, so ready for the show. Cheers.
All right, awesome. So it's time to introduce the man with the million mask, the man who has the sexy voice of Master Chief and Duke Nukem, the beautiful bald man, also one of the best lawnmowers I have ever seen. His patio is really beautiful. He sent us pictures this weekend. Our captain, Mr. Silent Cypher. How are you doing? What have you been playing, brother?
Crazy, it's time to kick back and chew bubble gum, but I'm all out of gum. I am doing fantastic. Very happy that we're halfway through the week. Very happy that we are right on right on the showcase eve at this point. So we are getting ready to get into it. I am stoked that the weekend's coming so we can finally see the Xbox showcase. It's like Christmas for gamers, right?
Yep.
I am super stoked about it. But yeah, as far as what I've been playing, I'm unfortunately going to be a little plain Jane because I've mainly just been playing Slay the Spire again. I know I sound like a broken record at this point, but I've been playing so much of that game, and it continues to be as ruthless and painful playing that game every time I try and play it. But I can't get enough.
Ooh, you know we got Fortnite now with the Indiana Jones and Darth Vader. We gotta play the heck out of that.
Yes. My son has been begging for some more time to play with XBI again, so he wants you in there. He wants. I think we can get Sour in here this time.
Yeah, we need to get Sour Blow into Fortnite. Sour Blow, get download Fortnite. We're gonna have some fun. Trust me, it's a fun game. It's a fun game.
But maybe we could get our super awesome special guest in on some Fortnite at some point too.
Yeah.
Definitely always down for that.
Awesome. that would be awesome.
Speaking of Retro, thank you so much for coming in to hang out with us today, dude. It's been awesome to always see you out in the chats and stuff. Obviously, we internet carpool to a lot of the same shows.
Yep.
And yeah, I'm really stoked that you're on the show with us today. It's gonna be fun. I look forward to seeing your takes on these shows coming up.
Thanks for having me, guys. It's just I just enjoy talking about gaming, and couldn't do it without speaking to Lou, Silent Cypher, Sour Blow, and obviously Mr. Joe in the Dark. You guys are my gaming brothers.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Cheers.
Really appreciate it. So, last but not least, the sexy fat version of Henry Cavill, the man with all the crazy personalities, the man with the funny videos on Twitter, also known to his XBI panel as God Louie.
Goofy Louie.
Wait, no, God Louie. Mr. Crazy Louie, how am I doing and what have I been playing? So, yes, I am asking myself the question. I am doing great. I mean, I'm really happy and excited that my Halo brother is here with us tonight to talk about predictions and what's upcoming on this show. So, my Halo brother, Retro, welcome to XBI and thank you for joining us tonight. Really, man, excited to have you here. And what I've been playing, guys? Well, I played a little bit of Sniper Elite this weekend because I've been just super busy with a lot of stuff. But yeah, I played a little bit of Sniper Elite, played with a friend co-op, and yeah, I'm gonna keep on playing this weekend and tried the Fortnite new season and saw that Darth Vader and Indiana Jones is on there. I said, okay, I gotta jump on this, man. Really, I have to jump on this. So hey, chat, please be seated. Grab your popcorns and be ready. Oh wait, where is our captain? Our captain just left the building.
I think our captain's getting ready for the flight.
I think
it's good that you were looking for the captain because the captain has come in and we are ready to take this thing off.
So here we go. Captain Silent Cypher, take it away for the in-flight passenger announcement, sir.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Captain Sour has turned on the subscribe button sign. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Please stow your food and beverages next to your desk, underneath your seat, or in front of you. Please take your seat, fasten your seatbelt, and also make sure that your seat is in the full upright position. We gently remind you that smoking and drinking are allowed on this flight. However, any silly ramblings, like unrealistic nonsense about drinking 150 beers in an afternoon, is strictly prohibited.
You know what, Michael?
Hey, hold on. If you have any questions about our flight today, please don't hesitate to ask one of our flight panelists. Thank you.
Awesome.
Okay. I see. Well,
Back
Now
to
it's
you,
time.
Crazy.
Oh, back to me, Crazy. Yeah, so let's start with the shouting out to the chat. Let's go. Let's start by shouting out to Back from the Dead. Hello, how are you, brother? Happy to see you here, Mr. Grasso. As always, each and every single week here with us, man. Seriously happy to always see you here hanging out with us. Let's see, going down the list, Mr. Dark, the one who wants Cold Veronica to come back, which will never happen. Ok, let's keep on going. Viste, click, familia, que lo que, mi hermano, viste, click. Qué bueno verlo aquí a usted, mi querido hermano. Gracias por estar con nosotros el día de hoy. What's down there, John Richard Bombi? Happy to see you here, my cousin from Aruba. You're awesome and fantastic. So now, it's back to you. Oh, wait. Oh, wait.
It's not.
Oh, no, it's not. Wait. I see. Guys, it's time to get to know our guest. Back to you, Silent.
Oh, it hurts my ears every time. So, Retro. We're going to jump right into this, okay? So, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is your second time as a guest on the podcast, correct?
That is correct. Yeah, I've got to give it up to Ham Solo. He just messaged me out of the blue on Twitter and said, "Look, would you be happy doing a show with me on Thursday?" I said, "Yeah, why not? Let's do it." So, yeah. So you guys are the second show.
Well, it's good. We're honored to have you in this. Bear with us, as guaranteed Crazy's going to misbehave today, because that's just how the show goes.
I'm expecting it.
We do want to know more about you, because you are very much an international man of mystery, as it were, being as you've only been on 2 shows now. Well, 1 show previous. So got a couple quick questions for you, and then I'm going to pass it off to Sour for the 4 Cs. But the first thing I want to ask you is, what is your favorite game genre?
My favorite game genre is shooters, first-person shooters. I don't know, there's just something about them that I just enjoy, where I can pick them up and just get straight into them. So I'd probably say that's my favourite genre. But I do like to sort of pick up in other genres as well. But I'd say my go-to is first-person shooters.
Shooters, right on.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that. Duke Nukem is always a good time for me. It's not a great game, but it is a first-person shooter. And I feel what you're saying. So something else that I want to throw at you. What retro game, if there were the option to remake it, what retro game would you like to see remade with today's visual and technical capabilities?
I've got to go Donkey Kong Country, Diddy's World.
Yes.
For the Super Nintendo.
Such a good game. Such a good soundtrack.
Oh. It is. If that could be remade with today's visuals, I'll be a happy guy.
God, that would look absolutely stunning in HDR. I think even without a bunch of visual changes, just HDR on that thing would look amazing.
Yeah, no, it definitely would. I think, I had so much fun growing up playing that game, and if they could just remake that game, I'd be hooked on it straight away. I'd be in the front of the queue.
That would be fair.
Yeah.
So we mentioned this a little bit before the show, but did you ever play the game Out of This World, or as known to a lot of people, Another World?
I don't think I have.
Okay.
I don't think I've played that game.
I'm gonna have to introduce you to that one. I'll have to shoot you a trailer or something so you can check it out. It is available on Xbox. It was such a cool little game. It's all side scrolling, and it's like an action adventure type of thing. But I was wondering, because it's very hit and miss on who played that game. It was an interplay game back in the day, and it didn't gain a lot of traction, but it has a cult following. It actually just hit, I believe, its 40th anniversary. So it's an oldie, or actually 35th, I think. Sorry, 35th. So it's an old game. It's we're talking back on early computers, but I'll make sure that I'll throw a link in the description for that one too, so other people can check it out. But you'll have to try that one, because if you like some retro games, that is one I think will be down your alley.
Yeah, definitely. I do like retro games. So, I mean, I grew up in the era of Sonic, Star Fox,
Boogerman,
Streets of Rage,
Yes,
and all that. So, yeah.
So I would definitely say this would be required homework for you, because like I said, I think you'll enjoy it. But
Definitely.
to go a little bit further into this, Sour, are you ready to do the 4 C's with our guest?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
But-
Super
but-
excited.
Oh,
Oh,
wait, before we go to the 4 C's, there it is. Look, my cousin from Aruba confirmed it. Crazy Louis, bro, it definitely was more than 150, and he's dying laughing. I told you I was not lying. See? He
okay.
said it.
Anyway,
Video
Anyway,
at the
back-
time, or it didn't happen.
back to something that's real, something important. Back to our guest. Super excited to ask him about the 4 C's, and it's super interesting because it's we have the retro nerd. So let's see what someone that is very retro thinks about. What is their favorite C's. So let's start with, what is your favorite cereal, retro nerd?
What's my favorite cereal? It's probably Ready Break. It's like a kid style porridge, but yeah, there's just something about it. It's just porridge.
Oh.
It's just, I will go to it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice. That caught me off guard. Okay, what would be your favorite car then?
my favorite car is the McLaren P1. Never gonna own one in my life, but I do love that car.
Nice. And what would be your favorite cartoons?
My favorite cartoon is Thundercats.
Oh, nice. Thundercats.
Yeah,
Thundercats.
Yeah,
Yeah, I used to like them. Definitely.
yeah. Even to this day, I still hum the theme.
Weren't
tune.
they making a movie about Thundercats?
I think they were. I don't know how far it's got though. That's the thing.
Okay.
But,
Well, hopefully it's good,
Yeah.
Okay, well, last but not least, from the 4 C's, what would be your favorite character? It could be movies, TV series, video games, or cartoons. What would be your favorite character?
There's so many characters that I like.
That's a hard one. That's a hard question.
Yeah, that's the tough one because there are a lot of characters I like. I would have to say it would have to be Castor Troy from Face Off.
Yes.
There is, it's just one of those performances for a character that just stands out. There's so many to choose from, but Castor Troy and just having Nick Cage playing. That's
So
Interesting.
yeah, I'm gonna say this, and without context, it's concerning, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. Peach, I could eat a peach for hours. Nick Cage in that movie was, I'm convinced that man, because the characters are obviously like drug dealers and stuff.
yeah.
But I am convinced he must have actually been on drugs during that show.
Oh, he's got to.
He was insane. It is he's done a lot of movies where he's been over the top, but man, I tell you, Face Off, I feel like he went to the pinnacle of just.
Was it something like Leonardo DiCaprio with Wolf of Wall Street? Like,
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
he did excellent.
Yeah,
Very
it
much
was-
like that, man.
yeah.
It's it's like they went to him and they're like, "Hey,
Well,
you know how wild you act usually? We need like 1,000% more of that." But
yeah, that was one of his hardest things. I mean,
I haven't watched that movie actually.
You never seen
Now I want to
Face
watch it.
dude,
Yeah,
Now I
I
want to watch
it.
it.
Face Off?
I never
Oh,
seen
wow. I mean,
So
like John Travolta was talking about it. Like for him to be the bad guy was easy, and for him, like for Nick Cage to be, because Nick Cage is always like, oh, like this. It was pretty hard. It was really hard.
Interesting. Yeah, now I really want to see that movie.
You gotta see
You've
that.
gotta
I've
watch
never
it.
seen it.
And the other thing I was going to mention real quick, porridge. Porridge, I would agree with you 100%. It is the cure for hangovers and heartache.
That's true.
Porridge is delicious. So I am 100% with you on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, Sour, back to you.
Well, now I'm going to move to a question that I've been so anxious the whole week to ask you. I really want to ask you this question because this is very interesting, especially to you. This is a very interesting question. So let's use our imagination right now, and let's say that the Earth Historically Preservation Foundation has chosen you to pick 3 games that will go to space in a time capsule as a mean of introducing other lives and form to our planet. What games will you choose and why?
So, right, I've got to throw Sonic in there. Sonic, the original Sonic the Hedgehog, because that was the game that got me into gaming. It was having the original Master System and having Sonic, plugging it in, and sitting there in having to complete the game in one sitting.
Wow.
Because you literally couldn't save anything.
Yeah.
So Sonic's in there.
All right.
GoldenEye for me. GoldenEye 64. Because multiplayer on DK mode and slappers was just an immense amount of fun.
Didn't you have fun with the proximity mines? I mean, I used to put proximity mines everywhere in the bathroom of the stalls.
Yeah.
That was the
Perfect
best
Dark
thing.
Better.
Nope.
We'd always complain that one friend that played as Oddjob in slappers mode. Because you could never kill him.
Yeah.
You could never hit him.
Never. Yep, because he was
Just
so
like-
short.
You could never hit him.
Just like Crazy Lou playing Pinhead on what was
Oh
it?
yeah.
What?
Oh,
Yeah,
I did that. I did that for
Cheap
Sour Blow.
character.
I had to get revenge on
You
that.
had to cheat to beat me
Yeah, you had to cheat.
No, I didn't.
in a game that I never played before. Oh my god.
No worries. Next time I'll use Amber on you. No worries. I'll just use Amber on you.
GoldenEye, though, to go back to that and get back to it, paintball mode, man. Oof.
Oh yeah, that was cool too.
Paintball mode was so
Yeah.
good.
That
Also,
game,
big head.
yeah,
The DK mode, yeah.
that game just had everything. It was fun. It didn't take itself too seriously,
Yep.
and it had just one of the best soundtracks.
Yeah.
Just having that soundtrack just made it, and so just being able to do that. And I'm going to throw in a personal favourite of mine because I still enjoy it to this day. Alex the Kid, the original Alex the Kid.
Okay. That's fair.
That's the kid.
I did not spend enough time with that game when I was a kid. I probably need to revisit that one.
Yeah, no, it's one of those. I think I spent a lot of time with it only because it was built into the Master System. So when you got the Master System, you had your cartridge games, but then you had Alex the Kid built in, so you could just turn it on and play it. So
Oh, so Alex the Kid was kind of like, Astro. What is it? Astro Playroom.
Yeah,
Oh,
like an
okay,
Astro's Playroom, where it was just built into the old Sega Master System.
or like Hexic for Xbox.
So yeah, I better know that.
That was
That's
fun.
interesting. It's interesting.
I'll
That's
throw
cool.
you a really obscure one. Do you remember Asterix and Obelix?
Yes, I remember the name. I think I played a little bit of it.
Yeah,
But
Asterix
yeah, I
and
haven't heard
Obelix.
of that for a while. God.
See, I'm glad you guys are talking about this because you're making me feel young again. Nice.
We are.
Well, if you want to feel really young,
Yeah.
Retro, do you remember what was it? It was Pie Throw, I think, on the Atari.
Yeah.
The old Atari computer system with the big old floppies.
Yeah. I do remember that. A
5-inch
little bit,
floppy.
a little bit before my time. I had the best one. It was literally a joystick, a keyboard,
Mhm.
and it had a space for a cartridge on there. And I had a Terminator game. I was on that for hours. Can't even remember what it was called, but it was literally the 1984 version of Terminator.
I have a question for you.
Terminator.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was called, but I remember it so vividly because I remember sitting there playing it on an old school CRT, and it was literally just a cable with had like a PC keyboard, like one of them chunky ones. But it had a slot for the cartridge and a little slot for where you could put in the gamepad. And I just remember it so vividly. But I can't think of it for the life of it what it was called. I'll have to search it up if I can find it.
You're asking the wrong person. But I actually got a quick question for anyone that might know. I actually also had like a system that I don't know what it's called because my grandma just used to say it was an Atari, but the control was actually had numbers on it like a phone, and then it had like a little like circle that you scrolled around, and that was the controllers of the system. It was very old.
I think that's oh man. If I could be wrong, it could be in television, I think it is. Let me see.
Was that then in television?
I think it is. Hold on.
It was like it had numbers 1 through 9 like a phone
1
number.
through 9. Can we see?
And then it had the 0, and then I think it had like a little circle that you kind of.
I think it was.
Yes,
in television. That's it.
That's the television. Oh wow! Oh my God! We had Cole last week, and that was his first system. Wow! And I didn't even know it. I had that system actually.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because another console that came up with numbers, and it was like a big controller. It was weird. It was the Atari Jaguar too. I think it had like the controller had something with numbers.
Or maybe it was that one. Who knows? But anyway.
No.
I think it's time to get a little bit crazy. It's time for some crazy question, right?
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. Let's pass it off to crazy.
So, my Halo brother, you love third-person shooters, huh? My question is, how much of a Doom fan are you?
Well, that would be a first-person shooter, crazy.
Oh, first-person shooter.
Oh, did I say? Oh, third. Oh my God!
If it's a shooter, it's a shooter. Whether it's first-person or third-person, it's good.
Oh Lord, why did I? You see, I am crazy. Those are crazy questions. No joke.
Crazy just happy to see my face for once.
Well, so first-person shooters, yeah. How much of a Doom? How much of a Doom fan are you? Oh man.
How much of a third-person, first-person shooter fan are you?
Do you know what? I'm quite a fan because I started getting into first-person shooters from back in my PC gaming days. So it would have been around about 2000s, early 2000s, just as broadband was starting to come out. Because prior to that, your house could only afford one PC, so you'd go and get your PC. They were really starting to come in. And the very first game that I would play shooter-wise was Return to Castle Wolfenstein.
Ooh, yes, me too. That was the first one.
Where you had the single player and then you had your multiplayer online.
Yep.
And I would spend hours with it. So much so that I made a whole load of friends on that game, and we went into little clans for our multiplayers. And yeah, that was got me into my love for shooters.
It's incredible on how much people like when you play a shooter and get a multiplayer online, how much people you can meet on just a shooter. I mean, it happened to me with Destiny. I met so much people on Destiny. It's
oh yeah. I like that Return to Castle Wolfenstein, and I think I've got it somewhere, not up here, but I've got it somewhere around. I've still got the Game of the Year edition that I purchased for that PC.
Nice.
Because the servers are still going, funnily enough. But yeah, we had whole clans and things like that, so we'd go on, do all the PC mods and stuff like that. So that really got me into it.
The service is still going on that one?
Yeah, it's still going on there. They still got some servers up and running.
Wow.
That's
worse.
Yeah, which is.
I mean,
yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna tell you, if the multiplayer is good. I mean, I'll give you an example. Like the other day we were talking about of Half-Life's Counter-Strike, right? You can go right now and buy Counter-Strike, and the game is still going. I mean, and how good the game looks, it's incredible.
Yeah, that Return to Castle Wolfenstein game, Lou. It was, the multiplayer was so simple. It was just 4-on-4, and it wasn't you had to get to a certain number of kills or anything. You just had objectives. So you'd do maps like Normandy Beach, and you'd literally have 4 different characters. You'd have an engineer, a soldier, a medic, and whatever. And everyone had their own thing. So in order to breach the wall, to get behind, you had to have the engineer and stuff like that. So you work as a team, and then you did your objectives. And on the way, you just shoot people. So so yeah, that was really got me into it. For a little while, I then did the N64 and PlayStation 1. And so I did a lot of platformers on those days. In those days, obviously you had GoldenEye, Star Fox, Mario on the Nintendo. Somehow managed to convince my parents to get both when they told me I could only have one.
Nice.
Which was lucky, which was kind of really lucky. So I got to experience both of it. On the PlayStation, it was very much platformers. You had things like Pandemonium, Wipeouts, what did you? Tomb Raider, Final Fantasy, Metal Gear Solid, old school GTA.
PlayStation 1?
Yeah, the PlayStation 1. Yeah, PlayStation 1. So that
Driver,
really
you remember Driver?
Yeah, Driver.
Yes. Driver, cell phone filter.
Driver was so good.
Yeah, then I had a PS2. And then I went into Xbox, and then Halo just had me at it. When it come out, Halo launched with the game.
Who owns that IP, Driver?
Driver
that one was Atari.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. I'm trying to remember. Atari had it, and then at one point I think that went over to Vivendi Universal. God, sorry, you're bringing me back in time on that one. I think that one's passed hands a lot.
Oh, it's actually Ubisoft, I think.
Yeah, I think it
really?
It could be Ubisoft now, but
I don't think Ubisoft's ever utilized the IP then, because the last
Well,
one
that's
that
the
came
double.
out, last thing that came out was what I think on the 360, and it's gone dormant since. I think.
Yeah.
It seems like it's
But no, that was always a really good one. Man, I sure wish they would have done more with that franchise. It was a bummer to see that one go to the wayside.
Yeah, there are some classic games out there where the IP's just been sitting around doing nothing.
Oh
Yeah.
Lord. You know,
Siphon Filter, like you said,
Yeah.
is a prime example of one. You know, it's like I don't care if Sony does it. I don't care what company does it. I just want to see it come back.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what was a good game on PlayStation? It was something Army. Oh crap! I
Army
forgot.
Men.
No, not Army Men. No. It was something Army. Oh, I don't remember what's the name of it. It was like SOCOM, but it's something Army. It's called Army or something. I forgot the name. It even had a multiplayer online. It was crazy.
Are you thinking of
Arma.
Are you
No.
thinking of
No,
like
it's
what is it?
Desert
goodness.
Storm.
Delta
not
Force? Delta Force?
It wasn't Delta Force. No. I gotta sit down and remember what the name is. But I remember that was a really big game back in the PlayStation days, and a lot of people played it online. I just forgot the name of that Army game, but it was crazy. It was mad fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got now for another crazy question. Since you loved GoldenEye, where did you like to shoot the bad guys at? You know,
What
because
in Golden? In
because you-
GoldenEye?
you know the bad guys, you shot them like if you shoot them in the
Crazy.
arm, they did something. If you shoot them somewhere, they did something else. Where did you like to shoot them at?
Sour.
Where are you going with?
Sour. Yeah.
Like,
You gotta try and
See,
go for those headshots, but if you really want it, Lou, I'm going straight for the gut.
I appreciate your thought more than what Crazy was trying to get you.
No,
He was trying to bait you to say things.
no, I was not trying to bait him because
Uh-huh.
I was gonna say something. No, seriously, the animation of the GoldenEye game, for example, if you shoot him in the arm, if you shoot him like in the butt cheeks, the guy like jumps and he
Yeah.
scratches his butt.
No.
That was
Yeah.
funny. That was funny. I remember all that animation stuff from GoldenEye. That's why I asked him that question, because each time I see him from the back, I just choop right on the butt and they jumped. Oh, that was hilarious.
Yeah, I would. Well, I'd always have it on DK mode, even in the single player, and I would just run around. And when I'd see the big heads, I'd just be like, "Right, that's it."
Yeah.
So for my final crazy question, I know for this one I will get a time, but I do not care. Since you're a big fan of Halo, don't you agree we need a Master Chief butt cheek armor like the TV show?
Crazy, going crazy, Lou's going crazy.
He just can't help himself sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
We love him, really. We love
So-
him, really.
So I'll let you answer that, and then we'll let him back after that. But I don't want him to jump in and steal the thunder.
What was his question? Because he was getting so excited about that one.
His question was if you agreed if we need a Master Chief butt cheek armor like the show.
Do you know what?
Your tax dollars at work.
Just to make me laugh and just be in hysterics, probably yes. But I don't think we need it.
No.
If we're gonna have it, I'm gonna be creasing up all the time.
You know
I'm just
what?
gonna be laughing all the time.
You know what I want? So this will go to a retro thing real quick for you. Big Trouble in Little China. You remember Big Trouble in Little China, right?
Yeah.
You remember the guy that as he got angry, he inflated?
Yeah.
I want a game mode. I don't care what game it is. Could be Duke Nukem, could be Halo, could be whatever. I want a game where as you shoot the enemy, they expand until they hit a certain level and they explode everywhere.
That would be fun. That would be so much fun.
You know what game could have implemented that? Sunset Overdrive.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
it's pretty much baked into that game, anyways. The way that missed opportunities.
That's it.
But all right, well, so we're gonna move on. We're gonna shift. It's gonna bounce back to the crazy one, but before we go to the Wheel of Crazy, I just want to preface it. Since there's been a bunch of news lately, we've adapted and put some of the topics into the Wheel of Crazy. And what we're going to do is he's going to do a couple rapid fire topics based on where it lands. So we're just going to tackle it that way if you're cool with that.
Yes, go with it.
Oh,
Right,
Do
here we
it. So
go.
this back to you, Crazy. Let's see what you get.
all right. So it's time for the Wheel of Crazy. And since our captain pretty much said half of the stuff I was about to say, so I will describe pretty quick what the Wheel of Crazy is. A wheel where we get a bunch of news, put it on a wheel, and spin it 3 times. And here are the rules. The rules are we each have 2 minutes to give our thoughts on the news. The wheel lands on. So if your 2 minutes are up, I will interrupt and jump on to the next person. So here are the rapid news of the Wheel of Crazy. Spider-Man remastered for PC and Miles Morales. Ha ha! Street Fighter 6 Sonic Frontier gameplay trailer. Should Crazy Louie wear a costume in the 25th episode? Wonder Woman exclusive, Xbox exclusive, I mean. And last but not least, rumored Kojima game overdose. So Solid Blow, please spin that wheel.
Give me a
Spin
second.
that
Actually.
wheel. Wait, what?
Give me a
What?
second, cause
Did you see it?
I actually missed something in the Wheel of Crazy.
Okay. So, yep. Okay.
So,
Oh. Hey, John TJ, let me do a quick shout on the chat. Well, my
Yes, do
brother
that.
Sablo fixed the whole issue on the spin the crazy wheel because it's been such a crazy night. So let us start with Mr. Jedi Knight Peter. How are you, sir? Happy to see you here, my dear brother. Fun speculation, Mav. I saw you did a 4-hour show. No worries. I'm watching it little by little, taking my time. It's a 4-hour show, but it's pretty cool, pretty awesome. And happy to see you here, brother. Also, let's see. Dron TJ. Hello, Mr. Dron TJ. We need to invite him one day to the show. My brother Dron TJ. Happy to see you here.
Gotta
All
have
right.
fun, TJ.
Yeah. So now it's time for spin that wheel.
Okay,
Spin
ready?
that wheel. Let's go spin it.
okay, you right? Count of 3.
1, 2, 3. Let me get the timer up. Let's see where it lands.
Wonder Woman.
Oh, Wonder Woman. So let's start off real quick with on top of the list. the
Okay,
beautiful-
let me give a brief little history about this.
Sabo,
So
that
Gal,
counts in your 2 minutes. So hurry.
okay, no, this is not me. This is me giving a brief explanation of what we're talking about. Why
Okay.
this Wonder Woman topic. So Gal Gadot in her Twitter account posted this picture where it says a little bit of green goes a long way. And then Sarah Bond replied, agreed. Hashtag Xbox with the Xbox Series X. And just a little bit of context, I kind of replied with this little gif. I was like, I see the X at Xbox. And Sarah Bond actually liked it. So that's kind of interesting, which makes me think, will we have Wonder Woman in the game show? And could it be exclusive to Xbox? Or maybe Game Pass?
Okay. So let's start on top of the list. Beautiful Bald Man, go. You got 2 minutes. Your thoughts on Wonder Woman.
Oh, I can't hear you.
What?
Silent. You're
Did you
muted.
mute me? I'm just kidding.
No,
I
no.
muted myself. Surprise. You know what? I think it would be really smart for them to do that, right? So the thing that constantly comes up, and I know, they don't have to bend to the will of the people and stuff, but I do agree in the fact that a lot of people have said that Microsoft needs a superhero game, right? Well, very much so. I would think this would be a really good opportunity. I think not only would it be a great opportunity to have a superhero game, but it would also be a really cool option because it is a female superhero character, of which, there are some out there, but they are definitely not the majority. So it'd be really cool. It'd be cool for, that change up. But also, I'm just really excited about the fact that, maybe the Wonder Woman game will be better than the Wonder Woman sequel. Because the Wonder Woman sequel was really, really rough. So I'm hoping that they can kind of make up for it by bringing us a game that gets into some of those fighting mechanics and stuff, right? Like that whip. I guess just depending on what they want to do with it, but if they go M-rated with it, I think it'd be really cool to see that whip tearing people apart when she's trying to bring them to justice. They won't. But here's my 2 minutes, Sour, so you will listen to what I have to say.
Exactly.
I want.
I will. 10 extra seconds.
So yeah, I want to see her running around slicing people in half with her whip. That's what I want. I guess what I'm really saying is I want an Indiana Jones game.
Anyway,
so in that case, since I'm conflicted, I'll pass it on to our lovely guest.
Even though your 2 minutes are up, so my Halo brother, your thoughts on the Wonder Woman video game? Go for it. You got 2 minutes. Go.
You know what? There's been so many rumors over the last couple of months, and people wanting them to buy DC, but yes, people are getting that idea of then Xbox needs a superhero game. I wonder if, like yourself, like Salblo said, whether they've done a deal behind closed doors and nobody knows about, and this is the start with potentially a Wonder Woman game, and whether it's going to come up at this week's showcase might just surprise a few people. Can't say for certain, but we'll just have to wait and see. But I'd enjoy the game. Like you said, Silent. Yeah, having that lead female character and making them front and center. Game mechanics could be really good as well. Maybe Sarah Bond and Phil have got something up their sleeve. Maybe they've done some deal. But we also know that they do drop clues in their Twitter posts. We've seen it before. Phil's obviously well known for hiding things on shelves or accidentally. He's just had to find a new way of getting things out there, crumb by crumb. So yeah, I'd be looking forward to it if it does happen. It would be amazing. We'll just have to wait and see.
That's awesome. Well, Sarblo, it's your turn, and you only got 30 seconds. Go. You already
No way. Oh my God. Wonder Woman, let's go. Like I've been saying, she's perfect for Xbox, especially when she got the blocking, she got the marketing right there with the axe. Let's go. Wonder Woman game. I mean, we've seen Superman game, we've seen Batman game, but I don't think we've seen Wonder Woman game. And to bring her exclusive, I think she is a big deal. And there's so many great stories that you can bring. Quiet, crazy. Don't let me mute you. So anyway,
you get 10 extra seconds for it.
So anyway, yeah, I'm super hype. I think if I believe it's been work by Monolith, which they've done great games with. Yeah, it is Monolith. They've done great game with the Shadow of Mordor. which I am super super hype, and they have a great connection with with Microsoft. So it would make sense if somehow they can get that exclusivity. I mean, I don't even mind if it's just Game Pass, but I definitely would love to have Wonder Woman in the Xbox system. And I'm super hyped for the game. I want to see what they got.
All right. So now,
How about you, Crazy?
Here are my 2 minutes. So here's the thing, though. Since you post off the tweet and you showed it to us, shut off the like.
Just kidding. I brought you out. Go ahead, start all over.
Savage.
Well, I'll start again. No problem.
That's just so you know who has control here.
Oh no! You already took your time because you wanted to show
hey,
off.
Don't
your
push me
tweet.
around. Don't push me around.
You wanted to show off your tweet that Sarabon hit like. Yeah, look, Sarabon hit like to me. Show off. But anyways, let's restart again. Let's get into subject. So, yeah, when you showed us the tweet about Gal Gadot and Sarabon just saying, hey, showing the Xbox and stuff, I mean, I was really happy. Could that mean? So here I'm gonna scratch my beard, this fake beard I have, because basically I don't grow a beard, but I'll scratch this little bit of beard I have. Could that mean that are they negotiating with WB? That'd be pretty interesting. Could it be that? Or could it be that it could actually be a Game Pass drop day one? It could be awesome. And again, Wonder Woman. Who wouldn't want her? I mean, I would love to see her with the shield and the sword, slashing her way around, chopping people into pieces. Well, that wouldn't happen though, but yeah. Because I mean, I know Silent wanted the whip, but nah, she won't use the whip to chop people into pieces. But yeah, with the sword and everything, that would be a lot of fun. But yeah, Wonder Woman game coming to Game Pass day one or Xbox. I mean, Microsoft buying WB. Ho, man, that would be pretty awesome. Oh man. So now I am done with my minute and 16 seconds. So Sour, again, please spin that wheel.
Wait, I think Brian has something to say.
Oh, you got
Princess Louie, I have a question.
Yes, Princess Louie. What?
Why do you guys keep arguing with the fact that they could do an M-rated game? These are the guys that did Shadow of Mordor. These are the guys that have done violent DC games.
Doesn't count. Ha ha ha. Okay, you ready?
No,
it doesn't count. Doesn't count, Crazy.
Wait.
It wasn't
no. It landed.
No. I spent it while Silent was talking.
Don't worry. It did count.
No.
It did. Yeah, hey, it doesn't matter.
You want to talk?
No.
Yo, wait. Let me ask the chat.
Kojima game. Yes. Let's go with the Kojima game. So, with the Kojima game.
Wait. Sour, are you handling the wheel crazy or is it me? You decide.
I'm spinning it.
Okay. Wait. Okay.
You're muted.
Since it landed on the Crazy Louie costume.
No, but I spent it while Silent was talking.
No
I hit
worries.
it by mistake.
I said spin that wheel. No worries. It's cool. So it landed on that. Chat. Let's do a poll. Sour, make the poll. What kind of costume should Crazy Louie wear for the 25th episode? Should it be a Deadpool costume, Spider-Man costume? What was the other one? Thor costume. I think I want more. I don't know. Oh, well. Just add another costume on there. But yeah, one of those costumes. But hey, since we landed on the Kojima game after that, Mr. Silent Cypher, go. You got 2 minutes on your thoughts. Take it away.
Right. So we've got a game called Overdose is what it sounds like we got coming. Which I don't care what the game is at this point. I just want to see another Kojima game. I know that some people think he's overrated. I get all that stuff. The fact is, he brought a game out for me.
Sorry to interrupt you. Real quick. Well, before you even start talking about it, real quick, what happened with Kojima? There was an insider that actually mentioned that he saw the game and he talked a little bit about the game. The game supposedly is called Overdose, and from what I have heard, the game seemed to have the gameplay that that was leaked or that was shown seems to be played on a phone. And the person that played Mama, I believe, was the character in Death Stranding. Is that it? Crazy?
Yeah, that's her name.
Yeah, that same character is going to be the main character in the Kojima game, which is titled like Overdose. So it seems it's going to be able to be you're going to be able to play it on your phone also. So it sounds like it could either be that cloud game that he was making on Google, or maybe that cloud game that has been rumored to be on Xbox. So keep going, Tyler.
Thank you, Sour, for all of that lovely information. As I was saying, no, I honestly, I don't care. I don't care what game it is at this point, whether it be an Overdose, whether it be another Metal Gear somehow, whatever. I just want another Kojima game at this point, right? Like, he brought me Metal Gear Solid, which was such a good game, such a good series, and yeah, whatever he brings out, like, I'm up for it. I was really excited for some of the other projects he did previously that got scuttled in the process. Um, so it'd be nice to just get to dive into that. More than anything, I really hope that this is the Xbox project, because I don't want to have to upgrade my PC or buy a PlayStation to play whatever game it is. So fingers crossed this is the project that they've been working on.
Oh man.
Yes, crazy.
Oh no, I'm just tearing up. Sorry guys. Dutch sent me a link on the first merch, and man, it just got me tearing up a bit. Sorry guys, sorry. But yeah, let's continue. Oh, man, that got me so excited. Literally, I'm tearing my eyes up, man. Thank you, Dutch, man. That's freaking awesome, man. Oh Lord. But hey, your 2 minutes are up. Let's go, Retro. Go for it. Let's go for you. 2 minutes. Let's go. Oh man.
Do you know what? I think there's obviously rumors out there about what Kojima's going to do next. Some people, like you said, Silent, they think he's overrated. I don't personally think that the guy's got pedigree. He's been in the industry for long enough. You know what you're going to get a good game out of him. Could it be the Xbox project that they'd signed an agreement on? Who knows? It'd be great to see it. That be the case. But I think I'm down with whatever he brings. Now, I don't play horror as much. It has to be a really, really good horror game to get me invested in it. But if he brings out, if the game turns out to have great, turns out great, looks great, then it's definitely worthwhile. But I think we'll just have to wait and see, really, where it lands. But I think due to his pedigree, I think you're going to get a great game, irrespective of where it goes.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So hey, Sour Blow, your thoughts on the whole Kojima Overdose game?
Well, I honestly, Kojima, until I don't see a game, I don't know what to think, because he's a big troll. He likes teasing us a lot with different stuff. And, this might, this supposedly leaked, but who knows if, it was intentionally leaked to mislead us somewhere else. And then he comes with an entirely different game. So I don't know what to think about it. All I know is, I am excited to whatever he brings. He is a brilliant mind in gaming. And, let's just see what he brings to the table. But That's all I gotta add to it. But it'll be interesting.
Well, since now it's my turn, like my thoughts on that. Kojima has been like for a while wanting to make a horror game. He's always been wanting to do that. I mean, he tried to make PT and pretty much they shut him off for PT, and they said no, which PT could have been. I mean, seriously, I didn't play it, but people did talk about it like it's one of the best horror demos they played, and it could have been such a huge revolution in horror games. So yeah, I'm pretty curious about how over this is gonna be, and I hope that him and Guillermo del Toro are sitting down like what they were doing with PT and working on it, and they come out with a brilliant and new horror type of style game, which we actually need. So yeah, my minutes are up. So let's spin that wheel one more time, my brother Sour Bro. Let's get it in real quick.
Well, we kind of did the three things already because we did the costume.
No! Remember, it's gaming news. The costume is just an extra thing. Let's go for one more. We can do one more.
All right then.
Let's go. Which we did not do the poll, did we? Let's do the poll.
Deja vu.
You know what? I guess
Okay,
God loves us. Do it again.
It's a sign in disguise, guys. That's what it is.
That's what it is. I totally agree. It's a sign in disguise.
That means for sure it's coming.
Spider-Man coming to PC.
Oh, that's the subject that's gonna hit pretty hard. Silent. 2 minutes. Go, my brother.
Okay, get ready for this. I'm still not going to play it. All right, retro gaming. No, I'm excited, but at the same time, again, I just don't want to upgrade my system at this point. But I also don't want to buy a PS5. It's not like I can't afford to do it, but I just don't want to upgrade at this point. Especially, I look at it both sides, right? Sony is very focused on bringing all their stuff to PC at this point. So it would make a lot of sense for me to just, shift to upgrading my PC. But at the same time, I mean, I'm still the guy, and Retro, I'm sure you'll appreciate this, but I'm still the guy that's sitting here playing Command and Conquer on my computer.
Oh, Lord.
Like, that's my version of PC gaming. Spider-Man is very much a console game to me. I would rather play it on a console, but I'm conflicted because I also just don't really want to buy a PlayStation. So I don't know. For now, I'll get to play as Spider-Man in Fortnite. I'll probably cave at some point. I'll upgrade my PC. But I just... I guess it's the inner cheap ass in me. Sorry. Apologies. Apologies. But, I just don't... I don't know. It seems like a lot of work. I just put in a new power supply. I don't want to put in a new video card and RAM and all that stuff. Anyways, Retro, I defer to you.
Yep.
Thank you
Your
very much.
2 minutes, Retro. Go for it, my brother.
Well, listen, we all know what Sony are planning to do. Jim Ryan's not made any secret of it. Whole slate is coming. And one by one, all of those games that sold really, really well and great games are all coming to it.
No.
It was only a matter of time before Spider-Man gets there.
Not my precious exclusives.
It was only a matter of time before it got there. But I think there will be some on the PC side that will not have played this game, will not have played Spider-Man, and then I think you will see quite some good sales out of it. But there will be loads that have already played it. They won't want to. I've played it on the PlayStation, and yeah, that's me done with it. I'm not one to go back
Play it.
And yeah, I'm not one to really go back to games. It has to be a really, really great game to get me, or it has to bring me some memories to sort of go back to it and keep playing it consistently.
Kind of like Metal Gear that brought us back each time. We wanted the visible suit and all that stuff. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, exactly. So, it'll be interesting to see how it, you know, how they do with it on there. But if it's anything to go by with some of their other games that they've launched on there, I think it will do what Sony wants it to do. And people should just enjoy it, And I get Cypher's predicament, It's a tough one.
So Sour, your 2 minutes are now. So start. Hurry up. You already got a minute now. Hurry.
Oh, I don't need 2 minutes. Anyway, I am excited that it's coming to PC. I got my controller ready to play it on PC. And, maybe, I don't know, maybe I should get a custom Spider-Man controller to play. Now, all jokes aside, it's great that, more people are going to be able to play the game. A lot of people, unfortunately, I don't know why, they've been very, very stressed about this, They've been breaking their consoles in half and all this stuff, which is kind of ridiculous because, if I play a great game, I would love that everyone will be able to play this great game because, if I think it's great, that's what I try to do. I try to tell my friends, hey, play this great game. I told Crazy, play Plague Tale. He loved the game. Yeah, I'm trying to push him right now to play Dragon Dogma because I think Dragon Dogma 2 is coming out. And, he tells me, he told me, play Doom Eternal, and I played the Doom Eternal, and I played it, and that's what gaming should be about. Playing games and having fun. I don't know why this is a big deal that this game is coming to PC because more players can play it. But that's my only take on it.
All right. So for now, for me, I'll be honest with you about this whole situation. I'm actually happy that Sony's actually making that move because again, they got a stock issue first. That's something that it's happening really hard. And also, it's what Jim Ryan said. They want their games to reach millions of people, just how Microsoft want their games to reach millions of people. So yeah, I'm really excited that Spider-Man is actually going to PC. I'm really happy about it because now I can say, hey, Sour, play it. I can recommend it to Sour. Say, Sour Blow, since you don't have a PS5, go play it. Go. You're gonna have a lot of fun. I mean, the game is really awesome. It's actually the best Spider-Man game I've ever played since Spider-Man 2. I remember when Spider-Man 2 came out, it was actually good. You remember that, Retro Nerd? That Spider-Man 2 game?
Yeah.
Which was awesome. One of the best. This one pretty much matches it up right there. Seriously, I have not played Miles Morales, which I will play it later on. When the PS Premium thing drops in, I'm going to play it and try it. But yes, that Spider-Man game, it's highly recommended and really happy. And like you said, people are grabbing saws and cutting the positions in half. I already bought my chainsaw today. I'm going to cut my PS5 and have it do a video just to get people happy. Yeah, right now I'm not doing that. So yes, those were my 2 minutes. And that was the Wheel Crazy. And I hope everybody enjoyed it and have fun. So now it's time for our captain to go to the main topics.
Sorry, I was on Newegg trying to look up pricing for upgrading my computer.
Oh, okay, no worries.
Anyways, all right, folks. So we are on to the main topics now. So if you were with us last week, we touched the surface on the upcoming game showcases. They're coming. However, we're ready to put in our official predictions and also get our guest predictions as well. But first, before we go into the showcases, we need to talk about horror games coming back this generation. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So, to preface this, we look at the fact that we've seen the release of The Medium, Martha is Dead, Resident Evil Village, Dying Light 2, Back for Blood, Ghostwire Tokyo, Evil Dead. You know, the list goes on all these things, right? Also, Friday the 13th, we saw coming this last one. But, you know, we've got upcoming games that are being announced as well. We've got stuff like Callisto Protocol. We have Dead Space Remake, Alan Wake 2, Scorn, Project Mara, Outlast Trials, Son of Forest, which, God, I can't wait for Son of Forest. Sorry.
Oh, yes.
Stalker 2, Resident Evil 4
Stalker
Remake.
2.
Like, it is a wealth of horror games coming up. I am super stoked because for myself, I'm a real big horror fan. Obviously, if you look back here, sorry, I always get this messed up. If you look back there, you can see I'm obviously into horror stuff. Bunch of masks for it. I've grown up on Friday the 13th, Halloween, all these. I am so stoked to see that we've got so many horror games that are lined up. And it's only going to get better as time goes on, right? Because I don't think we even have, like, you know, Texas Chainsaw Massacre game. That one's going to be coming. Like, there's so much. So, to our guest, Retro Nerd, first off, are you a horror game fan?
I can be. But it has to be the right game. It has to be the right game for me. If it's something like Resident Evil, then yeah, I'm always down for that. I mean, I enjoyed that game from back in its early days. So yeah, it has to be the right game for me to want to play it. But I've got no objections to horror games at all. I think there's an appetite for it in the industry at the moment. Gamers want it, and the developers are just seeing the audience there for it. So it kind of makes sense that it would go hand in hand. Sometimes you've got to think of the gaming industry very much like the movie industry. It goes in cycles. There'll be genres of games that will do well at any one particular time. That's how I look at it. But yeah, I'm really happy that there's a good horror set of games planned in to come out and has already come out. So yeah, definitely.
So out of what we know is coming, obviously, like I said, Callisto Protocol. We've got Dead Space Remake. We've got all these games, the Alan Wake, Scorn, and stuff. Is there a specific one that catch you? Because, like you said, horror is not necessarily the first thing you go for, but you'll play it.
Yeah.
Is there a specific one that grabs you that you would be going towards when it releases?
I would probably be going towards Alan Wake.
Alan Wake. Nice.
Yeah. Playing the original for that game, it hooked me. And to see it come back in its glory, effectively, yeah, it's going to be. It's one on my radar. I'll be first in the queue for that once it's out. You know, I'll be looking towards Hellblade.
Yes.
Hellblade, definitely. I was a little bit late to the first one, if I'm honest, but as soon as I played it, I was hooked in.
I gotta say real quick. Sorry to interrupt you. I played the first one right after I saw the trailer for the second one
with the giant.
To me, the first trailer. That has to be the best teaser trailer ever. Like the music, everything. I thought it was perfect. I still get every time I think Hellblade, I think of that music. Like, it was awesome.
Hellblade is another one I'll be looking out for. Yeah, those are the two that are probably on my list at the moment. I'll see what else crops in from trailers and things like that. But
yeah, I mean, obviously, like with a lot of these games that we're talking about, you know, it's early times, right?
yeah.
Like we haven't gotten a lot of information. We did
Yep.
just get that Callisto Protocol trailer, which was very slick. I
Oh,
was
man.
very impressed with
Me
that.
too. Me too.
But yeah, I mean, it's early times with the ones that we have seen. Like you said, Hellblade looks awesome already. Obviously, we'll talk about this as we get into our predictions and some of the things we're going to see. But man, if we see something from that, like I'm very much looking forward to seeing more from that this year. Hopefully, this weekend during the showcase, right?
Yeah.
So, Sour Blow, what is your take on this? Obviously, you know you're not a big horror fan. You can get a little scared every now and then. It's fine.
Before, no, it's fine.
Mm.
Before I
You-
start, I gotta say real quick. You know, people might be wondering what we were rambling around with Wondering Dutch and why Crazy Lou was crying
Oh,
and
man.
all of that.
Yeah, I guess we should put a little context on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stop bullying me, man.
I put the link in the chat if you want to go in and take a look at what we were rambling about. It's
Yeah.
awesome. Thank you, Wandering Dutch,
Thank you, Wonder
for
Dutch.
that
Really.
merchandise. For those of you that don't know, we are part of the collective. Shout
Yep.
out to the collective,
Yep.
and you know it's an awesome team. It's awesome to be part of them.
Yep.
Going back to horror games,
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of horror
We know
like-
that.
like you guys are, especially with movies, because I find most of them, not all of them, most of them are a little bit kind of like repetitive, where the guy comes
Well-
out and it's just me, it's me. But there are some movies that I love, like The Conjuring. I love
Yeah.
The Conjuring.
You're afraid of you're afraid of Casper the Friendly Ghost.
No, whatever. Anyway, with games, if you have a flashlight, it's not for me. If you have a gun, if you give me a gun, then I'll play it. And Alan Wake, I am super hyped about it. Not only because the horror element, but also the story element. It's awesome how they mixed in that the whole writer situation and all of that. And I'm very intrigued to how they're gonna play with it in a part 2. So that's very interesting. There's also Callisto Protocol. Gives me kind of like, I did play a good amount of Dead Space, so I love what they did with it. The mechanics were a little bit janky, but I gotta say I played it now, which is not fair, and I played it right after playing Titanfall 2, which is also not fair.
Hold on. Okay, we're quick sidebar on this whole thing. What was wrong with the controls on Dead Space? Because I want to see.
I found it like slow, like but again, I came right after playing Titanfall
Yeah.
2. That was my next game, and
Okay.
maybe that had a
Okay.
huge influence into it. So
But-
maybe
but
I should go back and give it the second try.
That's the thing with that game, because remember, you're wearing an armor, so the guy can pretty much probably with the armor he's a little bit slow. He's got heavy.
Yeah,
stuff.
I know,
And
but
I
it's
would
not fair.
argue-
It's not fair on my part.
I would
But
argue
yeah.
that was atmosphere building.
Yeah, and
Like,
that was
the fact that
building
you were
too,
in
and
that
that's
bulky-
yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
I
it
loved
keeps
all
that
that
tension.
part. I definitely loved all that part.
Because here's the thing with horror games, right? It's like, for example, let's go back to Resident Evil 1 when you play Resident Evil 1, the old game, which they did in HD with the same controllers in the same way as the old one, which was, oh my god. Oh, let's not even talk about that. But yeah, when you play Resident Evil, right? You had like 3 positions to shoot, or you stand in a corner, the zombie was coming to you, and you
Horrible
had to
control.
aim.
Tank
It was
control.
horrible. So yeah, but
Gotta
that
play it.
but that situation right there got you tense. You were tense. You're like, oh my god, I want to blow his head off, and you were trying to shoot him, and all of a sudden, once you saw the head blow up, you're like, oh right, I finally did it, but it was hard. But that was the whole purpose, to make it tense. Same thing with what's it called? Oh man, we're
Dead
talking
Space.
about Dead Space. Yeah, same thing. It was like it was purposely made for you to have that
No, no,
scare. You know.
I gotta say they did a great
Yeah,
job
they
with
did a good
the
job.
music, the ambience, everything
I
was
mean,
great. I'm telling you, I
yep,
played like to chapter six,
yep.
7, so I played a good amount of it, and it
Yep.
was awesome. I probably should go
Because
back. It's not fair on my
you
part,
know,
and there's a lot of other great games that
hmm
horror games right now are really catching my attention.
yep,
I played the Median. I love the Median, and that was like what, a double A game. And
Yeah.
we got
Yeah.
Stalker coming back with
but
Stalker 2.
Yeah.
Stalker's more of a
Uh,
survival game, pretty much, but not that. That's not scary
but did you
though.
see the trailer? Did you see the trailer?
Yeah,
I don't
I
know
saw the
about that.
trailer. I saw the trailer.
It's coming hard.
Game
Yeah,
So
looks intense.
yeah, it
yep.
looks intense.
But
And with my prediction, with what Bloober team is working, the possible Kojima game, horror is it's coming back and it's coming hard. Like, oh, there's also one of your favorite franchise, crazy. The Outlast, is it called?
Yeah.
They're coming. The Outlast Trials. That game
Yes.
is coming out. So there's a lot of horror games coming out. So it'll be
you know,
awesome.
you know what game I did to play? I did to play Alien Isolation. You get
I
guns and
I I, I, I
you
played
get a
some of it.
Yes.
you get a flamethrower, but when
See,
you're gonna have fun.
see, we've talked about that one
Yeah,
previously, and
yeah.
Tower. I maintain like the first 12 hours of that game are phenomenal. Like
Yeah.
they are above and beyond some of the greats. Because they do a really good job at tying everything in on that game.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, you know, uh, the management at Sega or whatever
Yeah.
happened, they ended up going in and saying, "Hey, we need a longer game."
Real
It was
quick, so
unfortunate.
the fifth horseman mentioned a
Yeah.
game that I want to play. I'm gonna build my PC and I want to play that
Oh,
game. GTFO. I
I have that
definitely want
one.
to play that game.
When you
I
want
need
to,
I need a team to play it. When I
I'm
built
right
the
here.
computer, that's a game that I want to play because I saw it
Yeah.
and that game looks awesome, man.
But for me, out of all these games you mentioned, right? Because you put you like Evil Dead, for example. Yes, it's not as scary. Evil Dead is just it's pretty much like a hilarious thing. It's pretty fun. I
No,
love Evil
but
Dead.
it's part of the
But Callisto Protocol, that's the game for me. I cannot wait for Callisto Protocol.
that game.
Scorn,
Scorn
Scorn. Oh
is
my
yes.
god!
Yes.
Every time I see Scorn, I just it has my mouth open because for me that's like an alien atmosphere. When you say alien, you enter where the queen alien is. That part, that's what I
yeah.
see in Scorn. I see that when like, oh man, we're gonna. Oh, it looks awesome. It's fantastic. Also,
Scorn. Yeah.
son of
And the
son,
art is unique.
yeah,
Yes,
son of the
it's
son
got
of-
that very alien-esque.
Son of the Forest too. Oh man, I can't wait to
Oh,
play.
yes.
I can't wait to play Son of the Forest. That's another game I can't wait to play. Stalker, Resident Evil 4. With the Resident Evil 4, I'll wait till somebody plays and tells me about it. But yeah, for me, I also hope, and I really do hope that they do announce the next Evil Within, the third one. I think
Yes.
they should come and announce that one.
Yep.
But that would be a pretty good game they should announce for this one. Project Mara, also another awesome game. I can't wait to see more about it. But again, the Callisto Protocol, what I'm happy about that game is when I saw the trailer. I mean, I've seen that trailer, guys do not imagine how many times. I see like I'm playing the thing. I'm gonna play against the thing because just the humans and the disfigurement of the humans has got me so excited. I said that's
Yeah.
the thing. Oh man.
Retro, did you see that recent trailer that they released for that one?
No, I haven't yet.
I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link for
Yeah.
it because
Yeah, send it over because I've not had a chance to watch it yet.
Oh,
yeah, because
man.
it is just like what Crazy's saying. It is
Oh.
very it very much is akin to like The Thing, where there's a lot of that body morphing. And that's why I liked Dead Space in the
Yep.
first place, right? Is
Yep.
because you had all that body morphing. You had that like body terror,
Yeah.
which
Not-
was so creepy, and they did such a good job
Not,
with that.
and not only that, also the thing with Dead Space was that it's like, oh, I can't just shoot him in the head. No, you got to take every
Exactly.
limb off in order to kill it. So
Yeah.
that was the cool part about that game, which made it different. It was that intense thing was fantastic. Seriously.
100%. Yeah, they
Oh,
they made quite an atmosphere with
yeah,
that game, and based on what we're seeing with Callisto so far, it
yeah.
looks like they're doing very much the same type of thing. They're creating a very tense environment and atmosphere for this game. And if they can deliver anywhere near what they're showing so far based on the trailer,
Yeah.
hats off to them. I'm all for it.
Yeah, same here.
But
Also, before you
sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say before you go to the next subject, guys that are on here, please smash that like button. If you guys have not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Also, hit that bell so it can tell you when Xbox International goes on. And also, guys, if you guys did not check out our brother Sal's video, please check it out on the channel, which is pretty fantastic. So, Mr. Silent, keep on going.
Right. Well, yeah, so going into the main topics
Yes.
about our predictions and all the fun that's about to land on us. Like I said earlier at the beginning of the show, this is like Christmas, right? Like we're getting ready to open all the presents. We're getting ready to see all the cool things that inevitably it feels like for a few years now we've just been waiting and waiting and waiting. And it feels like that tension is just building as we go into these showcases because there's been so much, whether it be delays, whether it be just everything that's going on in the world right now. It feels like it's almost the perfect storm going into what we're going to see this year, but also what's going to start coming out next year. Obviously, we'll have some stuff this year, but it feels like next year is going to really blow up. But we're going to start seeing some of that here over the next couple days, which brings us into tomorrow's event, which is the Summer Games Fest from Jeff Keighley. So, in regards to this one, first thing I want to talk about. So Sour's got the list of partners up on the screen at the moment. You can look through there. There's a group of folks that are involved with this one. Something I want to ask you guys, and I'll start with Retro. What do you expect from Summer Games Fest? Just on a broad scale.
I expect there to be, we know there's gonna be a number of games there, and I wonder if Jeff Keighley's got a little surprise, maybe from one of the core partners. You know, maybe he's gone to Xbox and spoken to Phil and said, you know, let's get something on there. For Summer Games Fest, I don't really expect too much to come out of there. Nothing that's sort of going to pique my interest anyway. You know, I think EA could potentially drop something, maybe some more info on the new Jedi Fallen Order 2.
Oh yes. Oh man.
Yes.
Because we know that they're making it. Whether they drop some more info as to maybe a teaser, so that could come along.
Do you think that we're going to end up seeing something? So obviously, what was it? Last year we ended up seeing the likes of Elden Ring.
Yeah.
That popped up at this thing. Do you think that there's going to be a huge announcement of Elden Ring status in this show?
Maybe.
Because I know you said you were kind of on the fence as far as that. Like you weren't sure. You didn't think there was going to be like something too big. But do you think there's a possibility that maybe good old Jeff Keighley got a nice, precious little nugget of gaming news that's going to drive people nuts?
Oh man.
I wonder whether he's got some, because he's quite well versed in getting that golden nugget.
Yeah.
He he does it with the Game Awards, and there's no reason why he wouldn't have done it with the Summer Games Fest.
Potentially even being something as simple as like him, because the big thing, right, is that Sony doesn't really have a giant presence in all this. Like, they did their thing a couple days ago. That was cool. We saw a couple things, but this feels very much like Xbox's time to shine, correct?
Yeah.
So maybe he has gotten together with them to bring something pretty large out.
Yeah, I wonder, and it's just crossed my mind, I wonder if he's got a golden nugget and we see Perfect Dark.
I would be very excited about that.
People have been talking about it, and they're either thinking that it could come up in the Xbox showcase, or it could come up at the Game Awards. I wonder, because they've done that initial tease trailer in, was it 2020 or 2021?
What was it? It would have been, I think, 2020. I think it was right before we went into pandemic.
I wonder if he's managed to get maybe that nugget for the Summer Games Fest. Obviously, with there being no E3, he wants to bring the big hitters and really make that his space.
So with that being said, with Perfect Dark, and as we know, according to rumors and some of the things we've heard so far, it sounds like potentially the initiative, the team behind Perfect Dark, has kind of had a rough go of things as far as management and trying to get things going. Maybe we don't see Perfect Dark. Maybe they worked with him to throw him the reveal of GoldenEye.
Yeah, possibly.
Instead.
Possibly. There have been, the achievements have been spotted for that.
Yes.
I'd be made up if it was GoldenEye. I would be grinning from ear to ear if they redid Gold. Well, we know it's in the works.
Right.
It's got to be. There's no way that game isn't in the works. Could it come at Summer Games Fest? Possibly. I wonder if it's going to be that one more thing for the Xbox showcase.
I could see that too, and I guess the only caveat that I'll throw with that real quick, just to give you another idea to kind of go on, but depending on how intensive this remake is, right? Whether we're talking about just simply a remaster, adjusting the controls, the visuals, stuff like that, or we're talking about something ground up created in a newer engine. Because if it's just a remaster of what we've seen in the past, what we grew up on, I could see it at the Games Fest. But if it's something that they've really put some blood, sweat, and tears into, I would agree with you. I think we'd see it as a thing at the Xbox showcase.
Yeah,
I could go along with that. I think, yeah, definitely. If it's a remaster, yeah, probably could end up in Summer Games Fest, and if it is a remake where they've updated all the visuals, all the mechanics and all that, but still kept that feel of GoldenEye, there's no reason why it wouldn't go into the Xbox show, because I didn't really think of it like that, if I'm honest. It's an interesting take.
I would be very curious, like either way. Obviously, being a retro fan yourself, I'm sure like you'll be super stoked. I'll be super stoked if we even just get a remaster with some better controls, right? But man, if they put more effort and time into it than that, I would get really excited. I think it's too early at times at this point because of everything working the way they have. But especially where IO Interactive has been working with Microsoft on Project Dragon,
Yeah.
I get kind of excited about the potential of maybe getting some extra content into this version also.
Yeah.
From the likes of that team or them doing a collaboration. But again, I think it's way too early times at this point. I would be excited about it, but I think it's just I think that's shooting the moon at this point. That's just too far. But Sour, what is your take on this? What do you think we're going to see at the Summer Games Fest?
Oh, well, easy. We're going to see more Call of Duty from Activision. We're going to see Layers of Fear 3 from Bloober Team.
2, right?
Is it 3? I think it's 3.
3. Okay, my bad.
3.
My bad.
Yes. We are going to see also Dragon Age from EA. I believe we're going to see more Street Fighter from Capcom. Because I think there's a game coming from Capcom. I'll actually say it. I believe Dragon Dogma 2 will be coming, but I think they will save that announcement for their event because they got an event on Saturday. And I believe for PlayStation, I don't know what else they have, but I know that they will have Last of Us Remake coming to consoles and later to PC. And for Xbox, I think that they will have something that they will show to entice people to go watch their game show. What it is, that got me kind of like in limbo because, they can either try to show something like, that will appeal to the masses, something like maybe Indiana Jones, or they can go the route where they show something like Compulsion Game to kind of like give it a little, highlight, to the game because, if they show Compulsion Game only in their game show, it might be, cut in the spotlight. Other games will have the spotlight and not that game, so maybe to give it a better highlight. So I'm kind of cut in between. They might go one route or another, but that's what I think they're going. I'm interested in a few people. Like we have Netflix going there, which I'm interested in what they will show. I know they bought some indie developers, but I'm wondering, are they making anything big? For the Trifecta Festival, I know DOS is Fall, which is an Xbox game. That will be shown. A Plague Tale will be shown. So I know that. I know Cuphead will also be shown. And for, there's Epic Game. There's a game that's going to be shown that I'll let Crazy talk about it because I know he's super, super excited for
Oh,
that.
man. I got a list of things to say real fast. Can you go up real quick?
For Square Enix, maybe we'll see more Final Fantasy.
Yep.
Do you reckon, Sour, that we will see more of Sonic Frontiers?
Yeah.
Sonic Frontier, I don't know because to be honest, what I saw, I didn't like that much. I like the initial teaser, but then when I saw the whole trailer, the whole gameplay, I thought I think it needs work. Honestly, I think it has potential, but if that's the game they have, I will give it more time because the game looks empty, and the game looks like it's all out of place. Like you have things here, over here, over there, and things kind of like don't correlate with one another. And I don't know. I think the game needs work, definitely.
Okay.
But it has potential. But that's my take right now on what's going on at the Summer Game Fest.
So
Okay.
So, in regards, real quick, crazy, I'll get right to you here in a second. But do you think there's going to be a huge announcement? I'll bring it to you just like I did with Retro. Do you think there's going to be something just like Elden Ring, right?
You asking
Like
me
a
or
map
you asking crazy?
for you?
Oh, for me? I mean, it depends what you want to call like a massive,
Yeah.
because like Dragon Age for some people, could be massive if they show,
Yeah.
Dragon Age 4. For some people, Layers of Fear could be huge. And whatever, Xbox can show, that can also be huge. And who knows, maybe PlayStation might show God of War, which I don't think so. I think they will
Yeah.
save
I
it.
would doubt it.
But
I think
you
they
know,
will. I think they will show, a little bit of God of War because people are asking for it. It's a perfect time to show it since it's going to be a big show because look at all the stuff that's going to be on there. And it's a good way for them to shine.
the other
Um,
thing, my last thing that
yeah,
if he is ready,
yeah,
that's gonna close the show.
yeah,
If Kojima has something ready, we know how Jeff Keighley is a
yeah.
huge fan of Kojima. If
Yes.
he has anything ready, that's gonna close the show no matter what. So
Or it might start the show.
no. Trust me.
Because
It's
With
trust
Jeff
me,
Keighley,
it's not
it'll
not gonna
close the show.
start it.
because what I'm gonna say though, it's gonna be big, and trust me, I think if Kojima comes
For
out, that'll be good.
listen, for Jeff Keighley, there's nothing bigger than Kojima.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Wait till
Nothing bigger.
wait
The
till
guy literally cried when Kojima
Okay.
stepped on.
No,
Trust
no,
me. But I'll leave it to silent, and I'll be right back.
Well, actually, that's perfect timing because crazy. I want to know what you have in the salvo right now.
Oh
what are your
man,
rockets?
it's kind of funny. If you guys see the list, there's a big red thing that says 2K on it. People have not said nothing about it. Grand Theft Auto 6. That's gonna be huge if they show it on the summer. Yeah,
No,
it's on
no,
the works. If they
no.
put a teaser
It's
trailer
in the
on
works.
that,
Yes.
yeah, but if they put a teaser trailer on it or something, that's gonna be big. I mean, that will pretty much cover it. It will be huge. Activision, we know they're gonna show a little bit of Call of Duty. Atlas, I don't know about Atlas. Bandai Namco, it's got a couple things. I think I don't know. Bluebird team, they keep on saying that they're working on Silent Hill. Silent Hill. I just hope, seriously, I just hope that they finally announce that freaking Silent Hill game because I mean that rumor. I'm tired of it. Every single week it comes out. Oh no, these guys are working on Silent Hill. Bill Clinton was working on Silent Hill. George Bush finally filmed this, signed the paper to do Silent Hill. I'm tired of hearing Silent Hill everywhere. Just freaking show it if you want to make it. Okay, so let's keep on going to Capcom. Capcom, we got Street Fighter, and also I think they will show, or they're gonna hold up a bit on the Street Fighter gameplays for their show, which is gonna be this Saturday, of course. Not this Saturday, I mean Monday. My bad, I keep confusing Saturday. It's gonna be a Monday, but they will show probably more Street Fighter and a couple things. And he went down, which pretty much got me lost. But okay, never mind. Epic Games. I know the Epic Games will probably show that wrestling thing they had, the Rumble match thing.
Oh yeah, the
more
Rumble
Fortnite.
wrestling or whatever.
And Sega. Let me just jump right to Sega because again, I'll just because we're mentioning too much things. With Sega, I know EA is going for Star Wars and a couple things, but last thing, Sega. I want to go to Sega. I think Sega is gonna talk about Sonic Frontiers, and I do hope and I cross my fingers that they probably will announce an Alien Isolation 2. I hope they do announce that. That would be freaking insane if they announce that. And like I
That would
said,
mean horror is really back. That would mean.
yeah. So yeah, and PlayStation, like I said, God of War is a good place to shine for them. Xbox, I do not know what they're gonna show on Xbox because they got the show on Sunday, and WB, of course, more Batman and more Suicide Squad. Those are my thoughts and pretty much on those on that topic because yeah.
So real quick before we
Yeah.
end up shifting to the Xbox and
Xbox,
Bethesda Game
yeah.
Showcase, the things I'm going to mention real quick. Sour, move up real fast if you could on that picture,
Oh, sorry about that.
please and thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
2K. I gotta give it to Fifth Horseman on this one in the chat, right? Because you are not going to see Grand Theft Auto 6 at this point. You are delusional if you think that is possible. You will see BioShock before you see Grand Theft Auto. I can almost guarantee that. Of which, if that's the case, I think there's a good possibility we might see that at this point.
Talking about 2K, I have heard something about Bully.
I've heard some things in the past, but it's been a while. Have you seen anything recent?
Not too long ago, I saw something about Bully. Like maybe like a month or two.
So if Bully 2 happens, that would be a really good one. I know there was a lot of talk about that.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, there's been talk about that ever since the 360 version came out, I think, about the possibility of number 2. But Atlas, that was kind of a blank on some folks. I would say maybe we end up seeing the Catherine remaster come out to Xbox Series consoles finally, because we did not see that. PlayStation got the remaster, remake, or whatever that was. Just I think a year and a half ago at this point. So possibly we'll see that. Atlas also has Advance Wars. Atlas also has Trauma Center, the surgical game. So I would love to see something from that. Besides that, Sour, move down real quick, please.
Oh, yes.
Besides that, there's not a lot else that I'm really too concerned about at the moment. Personally, for myself, obviously, you guys made a bunch of comments, but I think for Warner Brothers, I would love to see Mortal Kombat 12. And there's been a lot of talk about the fact that Mortal Kombat is going to be the next game from them. It's not going to be an Injustice this time. It's going to be another Mortal Kombat. Because usually they go back and forth. Usually it's Injustice, then Mortal Kombat, then Injustice. And this time there had been conversation about them bucking that trend and it being 2 Mortal Kombats in a row. So if that's the case, I will be thrilled. Yeah, but now that we have talked about a little bit of that, let's bounce on to the Xbox and Bethesda Game Fest. Yeah. The game showcase that we have here, right? So, just to preface, so that's going to be on Sunday this week. It's going to be, what was it? It's like 10 a.m. Mountain Time, 9 a.m. Pacific, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's going to be hitting. Now, as far as that showcase goes, things got more interesting this week because Microsoft came out and said that not only are they going to have the showcase on Sunday, so they're not going to have one, but count them, 2 showcases this year.
Yes.
In the fact that they are going to have the one on Sunday, and then they'll have one on June 14th, which is approximately going to be another 90-minute showing. And they have stated that there will be a bunch of new trailers even in that showcase.
Dear Lord.
So the things that I want to talk about with you guys, and we'll start with our awesome guest, Retro. Do you think, well, I guess obviously, what do you think is going to be at the showcase? But another thing I'll add to that in a minute. What do you think is going to be in the showcase on Sunday? What are you hyped for?
Oh, do you know what? I reckon at the show with Starfield, Redfall, some of their big hitters this year being delayed, I reckon we will see a lot more with, hopefully, fingers crossed, with Avowed. I want to see where that's going. We had that teaser back in, was it 2020 or 2019, with Avowed. So it'd be great to see that. I reckon we'll see a little bit more on Contraband. and we'll probably get a trailer for that one, a proper trailer rather than just a teaser. I'd like them to show State of Decay 3.
Yep.
I'd like them to show State of Decay 3. They did that teaser, and I think let's see what the visuals have to say. Let's see how much it's improved. That will certainly thing for me. I reckon the likelihood is you could see Wolfenstein 3. I reckon Machine Games have been secretly working on that one, and it'd be nice to get another one out for it. From a Bethesda point of view, I can't really think of anything that they were working on specifically other than Starfield and Redfall. Well, from, with Arcane Games working on Redfall. So I can't see that they'd have anything special. You probably get a lot more updates on, Skyrim, because they do love to do that a lot. It's very much become a GTA thing. Fallout 76.
Mm-hmm.
Could they? I know it's they've obviously got their cycles, but if they threw out, Fallout, yeah.
Sorry. For people just listening to it, obviously you can't see my face, but there is a lot of agreement on Fallout.
Yeah,
I think it
If
is
I
really,
reckon-
really likely.
I reckon if they do show Fallout, that chat and those fans are gonna go absolutely crazy.
Yes.
Yep.
That would be great. I'd love to see what Compulsion Games are working on.
Yes.
I'd love to
yes.
see that at this point, right? It's been a long time.
Yeah, this game that Phil keeps talking about is that he's seen it, obviously, and he says it's really great. People are going to be great. Let's see it. Let's see what you've got for us. And, I think it would be great to see what they've got. I don't know what else they would have for having a second show. They must have some absolute crackers up there.
So that was something that I was going to throw into this because obviously, Xbox has been very cheeky on Twitter recently. One of the things that was mentioned, I forget the source, so I apologize for the source, but one of the things I saw rolling around in Twitter this week, of course, I'm sure you probably saw the Twitter post of games, right? The thing that someone noted is the fact that there's 23 of that listed, which is exactly the same amount of studios that Microsoft has currently, which goes very much, it goes back to the conversation previously where there was talk about the fact that we would see something from every studio with Microsoft.
Oh.
So I don't know. I mean, that's a little tinfoil hat, but
Speculation
it gets
town,
me. Yeah, it's a little speculation town, but it gets me a little curious because that seems like such a specific number to land on.
Well, I think you can be guaranteed probably Obsidian are going to show something. They
Yeah.
Obsidian will show
always do.
Yeah, Obsidian will
They
show
always
something.
do.
Because like you mentioned Fallout before, and I was gonna say it on my side, like I hope that the Fallout they do next time they give it to a city and they make New Vegas 2, which was rumored a couple
Yeah.
months ago. They do mention that that will be a big explosion. I never played New Vegas, but everybody tells me it's one of the best Fallouts
You
out there.
haven't played New Vegas?
No, I never played it. No,
What are you
haven't had a
doing?
chance.
Do we get
Oh
a
my
second teaser? I'm gonna throw it out there for Fable.
I'll
I
tell you
don't
something.
think so.
I don't think so
I don't
because I pretty much follow on what's going on with Fable. I follow the lead developer, and they still are hiring, but cross fingers that probably show something. I hope so. I hope they do, but I highly doubt it. But if they do, that'll be awesome because seriously, they are working hard on that game. I gotta give them props on that.
Yeah, you got to give
Yeah,
Playground Games.
yeah.
It's their
They're,
first
they're
foray
doing
into it.
Mhm.
they're doing pretty good. So gotta get them props to them. Seriously.
When there was conversation about the fact that potentially they were having a little bit of issue
Yeah.
with the engine adjusting it to that type of game, right?
Yeah.
So, Ian, I mean, for me, and clearly just me on this one, but my guess is if we saw something, we'd see a very light
Yeah.
teaser, a second light teaser. But I
Yeah.
don't think we're going to see it now. I think we would see it in the winter at the Video Game Awards.
Probably on Tuesday, they probably show something.
I
I don't know. Seriously,
think
that
it's
one
too soon.
has been a little bit like kind of like. But
We'll
like
see.
I said,
We'll see.
If they do a trailer on the Fallout New Vegas 2, that will be pretty much a huge announcement. Also, like you said, Starfield. Starfield is another one that they gotta show. They have to show Hellblade. Yeah, they'll probably show some stuff from Hellblade.
They'll have to
Because
show some gameplay.
Yeah. What else? What else? What else? Oh man, if the list goes on. Sour.
Yes.
Oh man. Give us. I mean, throw some stuff out there because I'm stuck. I'm stuck. My head is stuck on something.
Okay.
Are you struggling?
Yeah,
Crazy?
I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm thinking because
Alright.
there's
Okay.
so much.
They're gonna do Boom's favorite one, Banjo Kazooie.
Okay, spoiler alerts.
No.
No, I'm coming with spoilers.
Chuck Norris game.
no, Chuck Norris.
You're not getting that Chuck Norris game.
This
You
is
will
what we're
never
gonna
get
get
the Chuck Norris game. It's not going to happen.
before the show. Before the show, we are gonna get that family plan that we've been waiting for.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
what
Yes.
we're gonna get.
That'd be
And the
pretty cool.
show will open with Starfield again to get that out of the hands.
That's it.
Yes,
No.
they will show you
No.
Starfield,
No.
and they will show you some gameplay of Starfield. Not a
I will-
lot,
I will
but
wait for
that's
Tuesday.
what they were gonna open with. In between,
Mhm.
we're gonna see lots of games. We're gonna see Contraband. We're gonna see we're gonna see
See, you guys.
we're gonna see GoldenEye. We're gonna see GoldenEye.
Yep,
You know,
that's
the
another one.
N64 version, and we're also gonna see the IO Interactive one. We're gonna see that one too.
Project Dragon. Yeah.
No, not the Project Dragon. We're gonna see the 007. Project
Oh,
Dragon.
you're
we'll see it
thinking
later on.
Project 007? Okay.
Yes, we'll
Okay.
see that. Not necessarily will it come to
Be a teaser.
to be a exclusive, but it's gonna be shown there for the first time. We're gonna see Wonder Woman. We're gonna see whatever Coalition is working on. We might see something, whether it's Gears or whether it's their second project, whatever it is. From Rare, we might see some Sea of Thieves collaboration. We might see Forza DLC. We're gonna see Forza Motorsports.
Scalebound.
We're gonna get a little. We're gonna get some Game Pass games, which I think we might get two strips. We might get one which will be Japanese games, and we're gonna finally get Final Fantasy VII and Persona 5. We're finally
Okay.
gonna get those games and a few others.
Okay.
And we're gonna see the Compulsion game.
Yeah.
We're gonna see the Minecraft studio will show something.
Like always.
They will show something, not necessarily from the main Minecraft, Minecraft. It's gonna be maybe a spin-off or maybe something different.
They always got something going on.
We're gonna see some RTS in there.
Killer Instinct.
We might see a trailer from In Exile. That Killer Instinct, I'm not 100% sure.
I think
and
so.
At the very end of the show, we are going to get... Oh, we're going to get Redfall, of course, and gameplay. At the very end of the show, we're going to get Avowed, and it's going to have the date of Holiday 2022. And that's going to replace Starfield.
Let's cross our fingers. I hope that happens, man.
Mark my word. Let's go. Obsidian. Obsidian is going to also show... Obsidian is coming hard. They're going to show Grounded. They're going to show...
Outer Worlds 2.
Avowed. No, not Outer Worlds 2. Outer Worlds 2 is not they're going to show. But they're going to show Avowed. And they're going to show the Josh Sawyer game.
And Grounded. Well, John TJ asked me earlier, if you could wish 3 things to be at the show on Sunday, shoot for the moon, my friend, he says. I will send you a super chat, but you don't have it yet. I know, John T. You know where we're only 750 behind. But
sorry to Jedi Knight Peter, but no, Perfect Dark and Fable will not be in the showcase.
Oh yeah, I hope they
maybe
do.
Next year.
Maybe next year. But here he asked me 3. Well, one of my wishes has come true, which is we saw it this week. They leaked GoldenEye, because again, I see that music. For me, they can put Starfield. They can put whatever they want, man. Just to hear that, just to hear that song. I'll just have to close my eyes and be like, yes, I'm done. I'm happy for that. I mean, literally, if I'm on a stream on Sunday with somebody, I don't know, I would jump around or do something crazy. That I'll probably do a backflip. Literally, I don't know how crazy I'm gonna get, but seriously, just GoldenEye is one of my wishes.
You couldn't do a backflip if you were in the back.
Trust me, that day I would do a backflip. No joke.
Just like you drink 150 beers. Let's go.
My cousin confirmed it. He put it on the
chat.
Let's go. And another one I wish for, which is Doom, of course. I wish they showed the new Doom. I hope they have it in development or a teaser or something, because I love Doom. And last but not least, I was going to mention one more, but it just left my head. 3 wishes. Oh, okay. That they actually say, hey, we purchased WB. That would be my 3rd and final wish. If that happens, oh man, I would.
Where does Ubisoft come in with their streaming service?
that's a possibility.
Ooh. Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
Because they're due to I'm sure they said in a tweet, we'll have more info.
Yeah.
Around about this sort of time.
Yep. Yeah, we'll be hearing news of Ubisoft. Yeah, Ubisoft Plus joining. Yeah. That would be pretty cool. But again, like Sarah Blow said, the family plan, I can't wait to hear it, because seriously, Xbox does need a family plan. We do need it. And I know it's going to be fantastic for people to have more Xbox linked. Like for example, give us 5 Xbox per home. Oh my God, that would be insane. Seriously, that would be awesome if they do that. That would be pretty cool. So yeah, those are my 3 wishes.
Do you have anything else for the Xbox showcase real quick while we're on you?
No, I guess I'm done. Like I said, I mean, those are my 3 wishes on. I hope that does come. Cross fingers.
So in that case, I'm gonna double dip on this real quick. I'm gonna jump into it myself. So I think that this is the year that we finally see the fruition coming from the Samsung deal.
Yeah.
Oh,
or even if it's not that specifically, I bet that we could probably see an app that you could just download on whatever smart TV you have, so that way you could start cloud streaming. Because there's been a lot of talk about potentially, maybe the streaming stick's still happening, maybe it's not, whatever. Maybe it became an app.
I have a question for you, though. Do you think they'll show it in the showcase or announce it before?
I think it'll either be pre-show or it'll be on Tuesday on the 14th.
Okay, good. Because I don't think they want that whole TV.
No, they're not gonna. No, they're not gonna salt the earth again, because they learned their lessons in 20.
I forgot to mention one more wish, and that is that I hope they mention dates. I want dates. I don't want 2023. I don't want 2024. I want them to say January 1st, 2023, February 1st, whatever. I just want dates. That's my last wish. Okay, I'm
We
done.
Good
will
thing you
have some
Good
dates.
thing you mentioned that, Crazy.
Yeah, yeah,
Because if there's anything I've learned over the last year,
yeah.
it's that I don't want anyone to announce a release date until they're completely firm on it. I don't
Yes.
care what the
I-
shareholders say.
100%.
I want a release window, not a release date. I don't care whether it affects my pre-order. I don't care. There's something that I've said a lot in the chats over the last few weeks.
Yeah.
After all the stuff that's happened, Starfield, Redfall, all that stuff, under promise, over deliver.
Yeah.
If you tell someone, hey, this thing's a year out, and you're able to come a couple months before that, I'm way more interested in that than if you have to delay.
Yes.
But
Now-
but it's
now,
something that
Crazy, crazy. We argue that in the
It's,
game
yeah,
live.
but
no,
Leave
no,
it
no.
at that.
No,
Let's.
no, no.
This is Silent Cypher's take.
This is
We already
my,
argued this, me and you.
okay.
Okay.
We will still argue it
So-
next
my time.
next Tuesday. We will
So,
still argue it.
that's enough,
Next Tuesday.
okay?
So going back.
Time out for you. Time out for you. Time out for Sal.
Don't make me put you on timeout.
So, anyways, I think we're going to see an app instead of hardware. I kind of feel like the hardware side of things is maybe flown as far as hardware goes. In regards to stuff that we're going to see at the game or at the actual showcase, right? I think Sour was onto something with Avowed. But there is no way if that game is coming out in 2022, they're going to put it at the end of the show. No way. Unless, and I'll give an amend on that, unless they say, see more about this on Tuesday at our other game show. Now, with that, I would also argue that because there's two shows now, things have changed. The dynamic has changed. So originally we thought that we were going to see Starfield and Redfall at this Sunday event, no matter what.
I think we are gonna see them no matter what, but I don't know
See 'em on
about the
Tuesday.
amount anymore.
I think we're going to see them on Tuesday now that they're pushed out.
I think Redfall for Sunday, and I think because knowing God Howard, he'll probably do that on purpose. He'll probably wait till Tuesday to show it because like he loves just to tease us around. He'll probably show it on Tuesday. I would do that.
We forgot one of the biggest games that will be there
Yeah.
for them, we reckon, Forza Motorsport.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm more concerned about 2022 games than I am about something that's probably not going to come out until holiday of 2023. I think you can book that right now. Starfield is 11/22/23. Because realistically, if that game's coming out, it's coming out at the holiday season where they can make the most sales off of that game.
I think it's smart to do it that way. Real quick though, because I saw you have a different take at the extended showcase.
Sure.
What I thought the extended showcase could be is kind of like a little bit of the same thing we've seen already, just a deeper dive with developers showing different things. And if they do show something extra, something maybe like a AA game or a smaller game, nothing huge. But you're thinking that they're gonna save entirely Redfall and Starfield for that showcase? Is that right?
I don't see any world where after you just delayed that game, but you announced you have a second big show coming. You're going to sabotage your 2022 lineup by talking.
That's why I thought. So,
in the past.
real quick, that's why I thought they will open with it and just get that out of the way.
No, we're not open with it. Again, Todd Howard said, if it was for him, like if he could show the game 2 weeks before its release date, he would show the game 2 weeks before the release date. That's that's what he will want to do. But since he can't do it, he has to like give like a 6 month pre-release or something, or show something. I think he would show it on Tuesday because again, it's since on the Tuesday show there's like a big developer thing, and that's a way for him to sit down, show the game, talk about it nice and easy, and give us gameplay because
But
that's what he loves to do.
I agree with Jedi Knight. But anyway, since we have Phil Spencer in the chat, let's come on, Phil Spencer. What you think about it?
Where's Phil though? We should give him a call though. Here, let me call Uncle Phil. What's his name?
I will maintain to gain momentum and to continue momentum in 2022. You are not going to put a game that just got delayed.
But then listen to this though, real quick. If they don't show Starfield in the main show, sorry to interrupt you. Don't you think that the next few days the talk will be like, why wasn't Starfield shown in the show?
No,
I think they will talk a lot about that.
No.
And then the talk will be like the Ponies fanboy will be like, ha ha ha, the game wasn't shown for the next few days.
And then on Tuesday,
response. So yeah, but I don't think they want that. I think they would at least show a small trailer and then say that Tuesday they will, do a deep dive.
Then on Sunday they'll do this. They will lay the smack it down on all them candy. I think that's what they will do on Tuesday.
I'll bet my money that it will be in the main show. Starfield.
I'm going to say this one more time. One more time.
Yep.
But wait.
just to detail it, right? I'm going to say Phil Spencer gives zero shits what your hot take on Twitter is. I'm sorry.
The chat agrees with me. I don't know.
He does not care. He is going to release his game with that company when he releases that game.
Exactly.
He's not concerned about whatever ponies or whoever is getting offended or upset because they didn't see the show or they didn't see the game on Sunday. He doesn't care about that. He's concerned about what's coming out now. I would argue that there makes a lot more sense to promote something like Persona. If Persona is coming, you put that at the beginning of the show.
Yep.
If you have Avowed and it's actually coming out in 2022, you put that at the beginning of the show. You don't put a game that got delayed.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. That goes to Tuesday. That's for a later time. If they have a problem with that, that's fine. But they have another showcase on Tuesday where can talk about that game.
Yep.
How many Activision games?
90 minutes. How many Activision?
90 minutes.
How many Activision games start getting announced to get dropped into Game Pass?
That was something
even though it hasn't been closed.
Something they talked about was trying to get stuff from Activision and Blizzard to Game Pass as fast as possible.
That would be something big if actually they do announce it this weekend too.
That's
a good one. Nobody has talked about that actually. I mean, if that happens, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
I mean, nobody has talked about that.
It could for there be a counterbalance if they don't have that many games to show.
Yes.
Just looking at logically.
Something that Riskit brought up in the chat, and I appreciate that he did, is he said, regardless, Phil Spencer does care about what public opinion says. It's important. I would agree. I would say public opinion on what's coming to Game Pass right now in the next 6 to 8 months is more important than a game that's delayed.
Yep.
Let me close my statement with this. I'm just gonna say this.
You highlight what's coming to Game Pass in the next 6 to 8 months. You don't focus on Starfield and Redfall. I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna say this. I'm not gonna say any more on the matter.
Business sense.
I talked with my friend Bruce Wayne, Master Chief, and Arthur's Minutell, and they agree with me.
Okay.
So I'll leave it at that.
Okay. All right. I think we really got somewhere today, guys. I will tell you, and I'll end this with I'm really excited.
Me
One
too.
way or another, whatever happens, whether
It
I'm
happens.
right, whether you guys are right, whether
Yep.
chat's right,
Yep.
I'm just excited about the fact that we are into game show season.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's
I
what I'm happy about.
I really hope that, all of our dreams come true and that we all walk away super happy.
Yep.
But even if we don't, I am very, very happy that we're in this time of the year where we're going to start seeing games again.
Yeah.
Same here. Totally agree.
100%.
So, not sour, crazy.
What's
Real
up, man?
quick, do you want to give a shout out real quick again to the chat before we
What?
finish this thing off
Oh,
and take it
yeah.
down
Let's
for
do
the
that
landing?
real
Chat has been
fast.
talking. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes, it has. I mean,
That's been
wow.
on fire.
Yes. Let's say hi to Wondering Dutch that he is here. Oh man, Wondering Dutch, you had me crying. I will get revenge for that. No, I'm just messing. Wondering Dutch, love the shirt, man. Seriously, that's fantastic. You cannot believe it. Oh man, that really. I'm gonna start tearing up. Let me just not talk about that. Let's keep on going. Risk it for the biscuit. What's up, my brother Risk it? I hope you are doing well and you are doing awesome. Jay Vargas. Jay Vargas, just cross our fingers and say Celtics are gonna win. Yes, Celtics are gonna win. Yes. But let's see what happens though. So let's keep on going down the list. The fifth horseman. What's up, buddy? Man, you've been awesome today. Well, he says, I think we'll start with Todd or Pete Hines for Bethesda. They will end with Starfield, and then Phil was coming up with GP Family Plan. Like we said, I hope they talk about it on Tuesday. That would be a pretty good conversation for Tuesday. That'll be a pretty awesome surprise. Mi hermano Eternal Shaddai, qué bueno verlo usted por aquí. Gracias por venir, ¿verdad, mi querido hermano? Let me see who else is here. Let's see. Did I say everybody? I think I did. So, where is our captain? I think our captain is ready to land our plane.
Yes, he is.
I'm ready to
getting
land
ready.
this plane.
Oh yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we've arrived at our destination. For your safety and comfort, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the captain turns this live stream off. On behalf of Xbox International, we'd like to thank you for joining us on this trip, and we're looking forward to seeing you aboard next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, I leave you with today's co-pilot, Crazy Louie, for the outros.
Oh man, our outros gonna be fabulous. Who should I start with? Let's start. Nah, I don't care about Saul. He gave me too many times today. So let us start with our special guest, a retro man. Really happy to have you on this episode. Happy to see you here on the prediction episode. Really fun with you, brother. Had a lot of fun. Seriously, man. I hope we can have you on again. So, brother Retro, tell everybody where they can find you.
They can usually find me in the chats of all those podcasts. So I'll be hopping in and out. So whether it's on Boom shows or whether it's Fun Speculations, you'll find me on Twitter, handle at Retro Nerdist, and you will find me on Xbox with my gamer tag at Rated H for my gamer tag. So yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, it's been great fun with you guys. Thank you for having me on. Would love to do it again soon. And well, this is my foray into the podcasting world.
Again, man. Really, thank you for helping us and joining us on this fun episode. Really, thank you, man. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, Sour, tell everybody where we can find you, brother.
Well, first of all, thank you very much, Retro, again. It's been awesome having you here, learning about your background, and learning a little bit too about, how you got into gaming, how, or your gaming history, games that I never heard of. It was pretty cool. It was nice to chat about predictions. And the chat, thank you very much. The chat been awesome. You can find me on Twitter, SourBlow18, and you can find me in YouTube, which is now called Lobby de Juegos. Sorry about that. It's Spanish, but it's basically Gaming Lobby. It's a podcast we have in Spanish every Tuesday at 7 p.m. And, of course, you can find me here every Wednesday at 7 p.m. also in Xbox International.
Awesome, man. Awesome, man. Mr. Silent Cypher, the beautiful bald man, the man with the million mask. Where can we find you, my dear brother?
Well, thank you, Crazy. And yeah, you can find me all over the internet, wherever voices are heard. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. You can find me on Xbox, PlayStation. You can find me all over the place as Silent Cypher. But more importantly, you can find me here with these beautiful men right here, these awesome legends on Wednesdays. Nope. On Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on XBI Podcast on the Crazy Louie Gaming channel. But also, I would be remiss if saying, so unfortunately, I won't be able to hang out with you guys tomorrow because I'm at work during the showcase. But these awesome gentlemen right here, Sourblow and Crazy Louie, are going to be hanging out with our awesome friend Boxenberger, our new part of the family, part of the collective. They're going to be hanging out, and they're going to be putting their opinions in on the showcase to see what takes we get, see what games we see, all that fun jazz. I wish I could be with you guys, but I'm sure you're going to have fun. Make sure you go on there, jump in, check it out. Make sure you follow Boxenberger so you can get the link on that.
Oh, man. Yes. Tomorrow we're going to be on with the Master Chief himself, Boxenberger!
Master Burger.
Yes. Oh, you see, that would be a cool costume. But don't worry, guys. I said I was going to put a poll, but since I can't put the poll here, I'm going to put it on Twitter so everybody can vote on what costume should Crazy Louie wear for the 25th episode. So, guys, now for my outros. Let's start with something real quick. Chat, you guys were awesome. You guys were fantastic. You guys were jamming tonight. It was awesome. Really, guys, thank you for coming and hanging out with us. And again, smash the like button, subscribe. Also, please share our content to everybody and leave a comment. We love our comments and we love to respond to comments. So, guys, where can you find the Crazy One? Easy. You can find them at Twitter at Crazy Louie Gaming, where I do all sorts of crazy things, and trust me, we are gonna come up with more crazy things. Also, you can find me on Tuesday with mi hermano Saurblow en el lobby de juegos, así que si son de Latinoamérica, de cualquier lado que hablen español, denle para allá. 7 p.m. ET todos los martes en el canal de Saurblow Gaming, and here every single Wednesday with my brothers Silent and Sourblow in the Crazy Louie Gaming YouTube channel, Xbox International, 7 p.m. ET. And like I always say, guys, love gaming, stop the hating, and remember, let's go, let's rock, and let's get crazy. Yes, see you all next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See you guys.
Thank you for listening to the XBI Podcast. Please make sure to like and subscribe on the way out. We'll see you next time.